Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd film a video answering a question that I've been asked quite a lot since my last YouTube video and my last Instagram post. So for all of you that haven't watched my video, why haven't you? But if you haven't, then make sure you do. The link is in the description box below. But I've actually been working with some brands on Instagram and on YouTube to basically collaborate and promote their product. You might be thinking, how the hell has he managed to do that? Literally having no subscribers, no followers, basically a no one. But it's actually easier than you think, and it just takes a little bit of common sense. So I kind of wanted to share with you exactly how I've done it and how I've been able to work with some really cool people. Before I start this video, guys, make sure you leave a massive like down below and subscribe if you are new. Make sure you stay tuned until the very end, because I'll be showing you the final photos from a shoot that I shot for a company. Does that make any sense? I don't know, just watch till the end. Without any further ado, let's just dive straight into the video and I'll share some tips on how to work with some cool brands. I think before we even get into it, I think a lot of people are kind of scared to actually give out this information and show exactly how they've done it, because I don't know, they're scared that someone's gonna come and steal their limelight. I don't know. I think a lot of people are nervous to actually say how they got brands to work with them and how they got collaborations and how they got the ball rolling, but I'm not really too fussed about sharing that information. So tip number one, my first point is to make sure you know your niche and exactly what you're about and how you're going to portray yourself online. Because once you know your niche, you'll know exactly what brands you want to work with and who are actually going to fit and merge well with the content that you're producing. There's no point you contacting like a mountain biking company if you're a men's fashion brand. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. The brand itself is going to want to work with people that are interested in their products, have an audience that follow them that are also interested in the same product, and that just basically are passionate about their niche. The best thing about knowing your niche is just a little bit of confidence behind it. You know exactly what you're about, and you know that the thing that you're passionate about works just for you. So it could also work for a brand, if that makes sense. Step number two, reach out. Now, the likelihood of brands coming to you with potentially 2,000 or less followers on Instagram is very, very unlikely. It's quite difficult and it can be a little bit intimidating when you're reaching out to brands that have like hundreds of thousands of followers, just because you don't want to get rejected and there's just that fear of being like, why am I going to work with you? But actually, you'll be very surprised that if you show that you're willing and passionate, brands will get back to you on that basis. A lot of people ask me, how do you even begin to contact brands? Like, who do I contact? What do I contact? How do I even begin to write a letter to them? Like, what do I do? I want to show you exactly how I would personally structure a DM, email, letter, something to a company that has actually worked for me. So to start off with, you just want to begin with like a nice intro, like, I don't know, good morning, good afternoon, right? Nothing that exciting. Just keep it real. Straight off the bat, you need to go in and say who you are, and what you do. Follow that up saying that you're really interested in the brand, that you'd like to get to know them a little bit more and potentially work further with them. There's no point lying if you don't actually like the brand. There's just no point, because they will suss you out. They'll take one look at your content and be like, this guy, oh my god. They'll take one look at your content and just be like, this guy hasn't got a clue. You then want to go in and tell them your experience, whether or not you've worked with brands before, whether in my case, I'm a freelance videographer, so I've got video experience that I can contribute, got photography experience, that sort of thing. Even if it's just a hobby or an interest, show that you're willing, show that you've got some sort of experience that they can pick out on. The best way I can describe this whole process is like a cover letter when you apply for a job. It's a case of stating exactly who you are and what you can actually bring to the table, because these people, they want to be impressed, they want to be sold. You need to sell yourself to them. If you have a portfolio online, I have my own website, definitely send that to them so they can get a visual idea of what you're about. Then make sure you also mention your engagement rate and all of the analytics that basically show that people that follow you follow for a reason. Potentially mention what you want out of the collaboration. If you want sort of a shout out on their page, if you want to work with them in a sort of creative collaboration, producing content for them, don't be scared to actually say what you want out of this deal. And then finally, just end it on a question of like, is this something you would be interested in? If so, let me know. Simple as that. Just is common sense when you think about it. For people who haven't actually worked with other clients before, I completely get that this could be quite daunting for some people. For myself, as I say, I'm a freelance videographer, so I have a lot of experience with working with a ton of different people and reaching out to people that potentially won't even want to get back to me. It's a case of just blitzing the market, and whoever gets back to you gets back to you. Tip number three, take whatever you can get. It doesn't have to be paid. A lot of the time with clients that I've worked with, they've given me free products or stuff that I can keep in return for some content. They don't necessarily always pay you. I think that's something that people need to get out of their head before they even start this process. As a small influencer, the likelihood of you actually getting paid from the get-go is pretty slim, but actually getting close and being able to work with these people is payment in itself. So I wanted to mention an example of a company that I've recently worked with and that's kind of set the tone for this whole video. A company called Boissiere. They basically sent me a parcel of some clothing that they want me to promote, and I've not actually yet fully taken a massive look at it. So I wanted to open this on camera with you guys to show the sort of thing that you can be receiving from brands. So for a little bit of context behind this brand, a girl named Lydia started this brand 2 years ago, a year after she graduated from a fashion and textile degree at university. I do want to mention that all of the products are made in a 90% carbon footprint reduced factory powered by solar panel energy. Now, if that's not an incentive to buy these products, then I don't know what is. I want to give you my true first-hand opinions of these products. Right. Okay, got a fair few bits here. So I'm going to kick off with the first main piece, which seems to be a grey sweatshirt, and that I'm actually impressed. Like, that's sick. I love that, and I'm sorry, but that's just cool. This is so cool. The quality, like, it's thick. All of these products are actually made with organic cotton, so it basically uses less toxic pesticides, and it's just nicer, sustainable cotton. And I think that reflects in the quality of these products, that genuinely, like, they do feel really good quality. And the beauty of working with brands like this on a kind of collaborative basis is that, like, you're not being paid to say that it's good. Like, I could easily tell you that these were rubbish, but like, they genuinely feel like amazing quality. I also got this really cool, wow, that's sick, a bleached oversized green t-shirt. Again, like, the quality. I was actually tempted to bleach some of my own clothes the other day, so I'm really glad that I got sent this, because this is obviously done well and properly. And then finally, I've got a basic sort of white t-shirt, again extra large, really very cool, with the logo right on the front there. Really nice. Cannot wait to wear these pieces. I'm very excited. If you like the look of any of these pieces, then they are all available right now, so you can check the link in my bio or check out my Instagram, check out their Instagram. All of the links will just be down below, so check it out. Moving on to tip number 4, what I would recommend is literally going above and beyond for these people. You might not be getting paid right now, but you never know what's to come in the future. I recently worked with Midnight City, who asked for a few photos, and for a lot of people, they could have literally just unboxed the thing, put it on their Instagram story, and that would have been that. But I decided to go a couple of steps ahead. I provided more photos than they asked for. I actually shot a whole sort of campaign video for them for my story, which I was super happy with. This is the sort of thing that I actually enjoy doing, so it doesn't really seem like a chore for me. And their feedback was really cool. They really enjoyed it, and they said that they'd really like to work with me again in the future. The hard work doesn't actually go unnoticed. And the last tip, tip number 5, is actually just to back yourself, just to be confident and have fun. Like, have fun with it. They have accepted the collaboration to work with you, and you only. They might have collaborated with other people, but ultimately, like, this connection is between you and them. They've decided they like what they see, they like your image, they like the content that you produce, so produce it. Don't feel like just because it's like your first brand deal, just because you've got 2,000 followers, people might judge you, people might look at the content and be like, who is this guy? But actually, like, you're working on a client-to-client basis, so besides the fact that you might be posting like a gifted shot or a collaboration shot, and it might seem a little bit cheesy at first, it's not. Like, you're working with this client to produce some content that they can ultimately share on their page. And I think one of the most important things is actually to take the brief and be a little bit creative with it. Put your own little spin within limits, I suppose. Like, don't go crazy and wear their t-shirt riding an elephant or something, you know, that would be a little bit ridiculous. But something that actually shows your personality and shows that your style has come through intertwined in their brand. So what I wanted to do was share some final images from this shoot that I've shot today and that I will be sending over to the company to share on their platform. I think it's a really good idea just to get a benchmark of what sort of thing I've been doing, but my experience has led me to believe that this is the sort of thing that clients like, and I just wanted to leave you with a couple of shoots just to show you that actually it is possible to work with brands as a small influencer in 2020. Do not rule it out. even if you've only got a couple of hundred followers, like it's not the be all and end all. And if it's something that you care about so passionately and something that you want to make work, then you will make it work. So here are the final photos from this shoot. And there we have it. These are all going to be sent off, going to be posting some on my Instagram. If you have seen this video, hop on over to my Instagram and tell me you've been sent from YouTube, because it'd be quite interesting to see how many people have actually gone over to my Instagram, if any. But thanks very much for watching, guys. This has been a very interesting video to film, actually giving some kind of tips on how I'm doing at the moment in terms of business and what I'm doing. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. Leave a like on this video if you learned something new, and all of my social media links will be down in the description box below. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.